The doctor told me I might never play basketball ever again.
Feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy.
Alright man, where do I begin? So earlier this year, it was February 28th.
Okay, I got it recorded. You can watch it again.
I get the rebound up like this. I already have the ball secured, you know what I'm saying? So there's no reason to go get the ball because I'm bringing it down, you know what I'm saying? Like I clearly have it ready. So then this guy slaps it, boom. It's just sad to see, you know, I was healthy for like 2 years prior to that. He spent like 10-15 minutes trying to get it back in. And man, it was not a good idea. I just recommend just go straight to the hospital unless you have someone who's like had experience with it. If you ever get injured, if it's not a life-threatening emergency, you should just go to urgent care because supposedly it's a lot cheaper and they can get to you faster. Because ER is usually like they'll prioritize the people who are like, you know, about to die. The doctor told me I might never play basketball ever again. So, you know, I just went to go get the surgery. I could have like arthritis, instability in my shoulder and all that if I just didn't get this taken care of.
Alright, everything should be shown up. They're going to be the exact same ones you signed at the imaging center, but I'll give you the shortcut version of them real quick, okay?
Okay. Right. I've never actually gotten surgery up until this point because, you know, I have Asian parents. So they don't believe in surgery, you know, it's like a myth to them or whatever. It's like bad for your health or something like that, you know. This is the room that I waited to get my blood drawn in. This is how I knew it was crazy. When I saw the sling post-surgery, I knew it was crazy because usually a sling is just a fabric thing, but this one is elite. It has like the cushion, block whatever, the squeeze ball, the different system to like relieve pressure from certain parts because this is the sling that you're going to be wearing for a long time. This is like the longest I was ever in a sling in my life, I think. I think this is like a month and a half of being in a sling. And you know, it's really hard. I think people really underestimate shoulder injuries because they think like I'm not saying that leg injuries or shoulder injuries are equal or worse or better than one another. But I think like shoulder injuries don't really get the respect or attention that they deserve compared to leg injuries because yeah, you have your legs, you think you could squat, you think you could run. Really, you can't because, you know, the momentum of like running or jumping, riding a bike, whatever, jogging, it makes your shoulder feel unstable, you know, you can't like jerk around too much. So really you can't do nothing. June 9th, surgery day. They tell you not to drink or eat anything, but you know, I love Gatorade.
It's Wednesday, 6:48, surgery day. I'm actually having surgery at 9 today. And the doctor said, don't drink anything prior to surgery. Let me tell y'all something. I don't play about my Cool Blue, right? Y'all see the sippy top, right? Gatorade, that's for y'all. That's how much I mess with Cool Blue Gatorade. Best drink in the world, if done right. There's not every batch is the same. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking, but that was for you, Gatorade. Just finished my freaking shower with this special soap. I did one last night, one this morning. I find it funny because it's like this soap is meant to kill bacteria. So it's like, what is regular soap meant to do then? Obviously it's clean, but it's just funny that it doesn't have as high of a standard for cleaning as this soap. But yeah, let me just show y'all my outfit in 1 second. They said to come wear loose clothes, so I wore freaking XXL shirt. I'm usually a size medium, sometimes large. But hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt when this shirt is like too baggy. Hopefully not. I feel so dry right now because you're not allowed to put on like lotion or anything on your skin that could like, you know, get bacteria onto the surface of your surgical spot or whatever. And I don't even want to risk it putting it on my face and body. I mean, yeah. Anyways, you have to have a freshly washed set of clothes. You know, the bacteria thing is really crazy because you could get infected after, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta head over to my girl's house. Her and her mom are gonna take me to the hospital. So yeah, see you. We're having a little slumber party or whatever at her house. So got my toiletries, clothes in my bag. Here's my bag for my girl's house. In it goes. And then here's my bag for the freaking hospital recovery room. Y'all need to feed me because can't even eat, you know what I'm saying? They don't let you eat or drink in the morning. Got my shoulder brace, and we should be good to go, man. The crazy thing is, without the surgery, I recovered, you know what I'm saying? But this whole time I cannot wear a backpack with 2 straps or else it'll fatigue my shoulder and shit. So it's kind of crazy how I'm literally one strapping all the time if I have a backpack. I'm so not used to it. I'm so used to like being able to lift stuff and wear a backpack. Like we just take for granted everyday things in life and don't realize how lucky we are, you know? Yo, don't ever forget the Cool Blue Gatorade. I got one for the recovery room, and then I got one for when they let me out of that recovery room. So yeah. Here are my shoes of choice for today. Don't freaking make fun of my toenail. It's freaking black because I played ball like a long time ago and stuffed it, and it still hasn't recovered. It's been like a couple months. But yeah, off we go to my girl's house. Here we are, man. This hospital is actually pretty nice. Surgical pavilion, but this is like the back end, so it's not as nice, you know what I'm saying? But let's get this shit over with, man.
They make you go to this room where you wait until your surgeon is finishing up his own surgery, the surgery prior to yours, and they make you change into the gown, and they give you these little bacteria wipes, because if it gets infected, oh man, it's game over. Like you might have to, I don't know if you have to do the surgery again, but you're just gonna run into a lot of complications. This gown, man, you could feel like the air breezing up. It was like a slit right here, and if I took like wide steps, I'm pretty sure you could see my whole butt crack, like everything, man. These leggings right here are for like blood circulation, so that your blood is still circulating while they're cutting you open and stuff, because they don't want any blood clots or whatever. So when your surgeon finishes the surgery prior to yours, then you finally go into this next room where you're waiting for him to finish his little break that he takes in between surgeries, like wash up, and they clean the room and whatever. They put like an IV in your hand, right, to put like the saline solution or water or whatever it is. And so the guys were telling me like, oh yeah, later the anesthesia is going to be put into you, and then you're going to fall asleep and wake up and boom, the surgery is going to be done, right? But this is where like the things were kind of funny. I think they kind of do this because they don't want you to get scared or have anxiety or something. So when they usually put stuff into the IV, right? So I'm not thinking anything of it. So the dude is like, oh yeah, this is just gonna help you relax a little bit. And then I see his syringe slowly going in like this, and then while it's slowly going in, my eyes are slowly closing like that, like those freaking Call of Duty movies where like it's like a black screen like that or something. I wake up and I'm like, is the surgery done? They're like, yeah, Nelson, yeah, everything went perfectly fine, blah blah. I'm like, damn, that literally felt like nothing. They make you stay in the recovery room just in case you're like dazed and stuff for, I don't know, 30 minutes or like an hour. I finally get out. I'm dehydrated as hell. They stick like an air tube in your throat, so my throat is like freaking, I don't know, all tender and sore. It had like red marks inside, and it's real difficult because I'm like almost 5 months in, and 6 months is supposed to be like back to normal. I'm like 5 out of 6 months there, and I barely like was able to sleep regularly again. For like the longest, I've had to sleep on like 2 or 3 pillows or an incline every day, chipping at it, and along with the other challenges of daily life, you know, it really adds up and takes up your schedule. Like I go to physical therapy like twice a week, and then I also go to my surgeon once a month, and I'm paying for all this, you know, it's like expensive. Twice a week, like $90, $100, whatever it is, $150, and it just all adds up. A lot of NBA players, you know, heroes, the way they come back from injuries, they're really mentally strong, but at the end of the day, they get paid to do their best from coming back from these injuries because they get paid to play ball, you know what I'm saying? But this is all out of passion, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to pay me, I'm still get on court, you know what I'm saying? Like after what, 3 dislocations, you know what I'm saying? So this is a real passion, and at the end of the day, like I gotta do what's best for me, my family. There was like a little mishap. While I was injured, I wasn't even getting paid from the government because of some weird inconsistency or loophole in the government system. But yeah, it was a tough time for me, and it really tested me, you know. The restrictions for the quarantine were getting lifted around the time I got hurt, or a little bit before I got hurt. So here I am over here, all pent up, cooped up in the house for like months, and then I get hurt, and I see all my friends going back out there. I still haven't seen many people for a while, and then I'm starting a new job at the same time, so it's just a lot to add on to like just regular everyday life. Basketball is my one thing to get my mind off of things, you know, and then so I don't have basketball. I'm injured, in pain. I can't exercise. I'm getting fatter, you know what I'm saying? Everything is harder to do, you know, so these little things keep on adding up along with like the regular everyday problems you have in life and stuff. So yeah, the main thing I would say is just to stay strong and know that your time is coming. Like, keep your end goal in mind, like I said, and eventually you'll get there. Like, I saw this day many months ago, like probably like when I first got hurt. I saw this day already that I was like, you know, back to doing this and stuff. And then right now I already see myself playing basketball in my head, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mind is up here already, you know what I'm saying? And then once I catch that, then it's on to the next. These are the bandages and all the markings that he put on me for like the surgery site. They don't want you to take off the bandages too soon and let water get in there and then it'll get infected. Shout out to my surgeon, Dr. Rubenstein, you know what I'm saying? I think he's like German or Russian or something. He has like 20 plus years of experience. Real smart guy, real cool dude. Shout out to my physical therapy, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still not on the level, like I could kind of dap people up right now. But, you know, I can't even give no one a high five. Not saying it's going to pop out, but it's going to be sore, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have, like, all the range of motion that I had before. But, you know, I'm getting there. Prior to the surgery, you have to do physical therapy and range of motion exercises to get it, like, decent before you go into surgery. Because every time you have surgery, you usually, you know, get pushed back a couple steps, you know? So I was doing all these workouts, working all hard to be able to do this with my arm and stuff. And then once I hit surgery and I get out, boom, back to zero. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even like do this no more after surgery. I'm doing the workouts I was doing like weeks ago versus continuing from the good workout, the higher intensity workouts that I was doing. And you know, it's just a process because everything is slow, you know, like my body is ready for sprinting, but my arm is only ready for walking. This is me riding the bike, and I could barely ride the bike like maybe like 3 months after the surgery. I'm so used to being able to like exercise. I'm a very active person despite how it looks right now. You know, a lot of things come with this shoulder injury. It just makes everything harder. Like I couldn't reach up for anything. I couldn't like cook for myself, cut vegetables. You know, it's actually underrated. Like a lot of stuff like you can't do when you have this injury. I just know to keep your end goal in mind, strive towards it every day, and you'll definitely get there, you know what I'm saying? There's some days where I do the exercise, I'm like, man, like why am I even doing this? I'm not even going nowhere. You know, there's always that self-doubt. Good days, bad days, it goes up and down like this, you know, like healing is not linear like that. It always goes up and down. So besides, you know, focusing on my end goal and keeping it in mind, always striving towards it, what really helped me also was when Gordon Hayward, he like broke his ankle and like went out all weird and stuff. He was talking about Kobe's advice to him was like, be in the moment. And that applies to life, not only just injuries. But the reason why it was such good advice is because Kobe was saying how like, one, when you really focus on things, you use as much as your muscles as possible. Like you're really focusing on that muscle. So one, it'll help it recover faster, get it stronger than just, you know, going through the motions or whatever, you know, not even using your whole muscle or full range of motion or whatever. But also, he was saying how it helps you remember and be grateful of, you know, where you came from, you know what I'm saying? So I remember all the bad days. And I'm just like grateful every day, and it makes me work harder, and it makes me enjoy it more when I could do things. Like, man, people take it for granted. Like now I'm so glad that I could like cook for myself again. I don't have to rely on my family to help me out. Guys, it was a lot of mental challenges, and I've been through many injuries before, but through this whole time, what I'd say the main takeaway is, you know, do what you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I love basketball, I couldn't do that, but you know, doing other hobbies, recording videos, hanging out with my girlfriend. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, you know, like having a good time, being happy every day, being present in the moment. So yeah, that was my story, and thank you for watching.
I
can flow on any beat, I'm a prodigy. My foot fell asleep on the gas, ain't no stopping me. Next tape dropping soon, got a lot of heat. Me and all my dogs off the leash, and we gotta eat.